sheriff.
Patrol car, yeah.
Especially after the guy dropped the sheriff and didn't shoot the deputy.
That's true.
Yeah,
Deputy didn't deserve it. Okay. So anyway.
Your symbolism's over?
Yeah, symbolism's over. Hi, Sean.
Hello, April. Hi. Hi, fans of LETME.
Hey, everybody. It's April and Sean here, and we are once again on a road trip. Sean,
Journey.
What's that?
Journey.
Oh, LETME the journey. What is our destination? If you can't tell the direction from where Sean's pointing, we're actually headed south. And we're not just headed southern Washington, we are headed southern United States. Not the south, we're talking about the southwest.
Oh.
We are actually headed toward Las Vegas. Yes, so we're going through Washington. We're gonna touch Oregon, just a little tap Oregon, and then we'll hit Idaho and Nevada, spend a couple of days in Nevada, and ultimately end up in
The Redwoods.
the Redwoods in California. And who knows what we'll see along the way.
We're taking you guys with us.
Yeah, we're actually slowing down to take the toll on the beautiful Tacoma Narrows Bridge in Tacoma, Washington. So, Sean, you have anything to say for our fans as we set off on this next journey?
This LETME journey. We hope you guys enjoy whatever we come up with. We are determined to have lots of stuff, we think.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we have 19 hours to go to find to Las Vegas.
Yes, just shy of 1,200 miles along the open road.
Yes.
Yes, and who knows what we'll find. But whatever we do find, you're coming with us.
There will be no more dramatic mask
No.
removals. I understand
That may or may not make the cut, by the way.
It
because
will.
we are our own editors, if you guys didn't know that.
It will.
It will make the
People
cut.
need to know what I go through.
True.
And if it didn't make the cut, this makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Bye, guys. I'm April.
I'm Sean.
See you in a bit. That's all we get right now, Sean?
That's all we get right now, April.
Why?
Because we are 17 hours into this journey.
We're not. Our GPS just told us our next exit is like an hour
And 7 minutes away.
7 minutes away.
That's rude.
So that's when you like you tough it out.
So April,
Yes.
we're doing a quick video
Yes, I noticed that.
because I suggested it. So,
Woo! Don't hit the bumps in the road. Hold on.
should we start that over?
No, I think that's like reality. That's realism.
Don't we have to put like a disclaimer then to the people who like have visual problems and
Yes.
not, some of that?
Yes, please do.
Okay. If you have visual problems, don't watch these bumpy videos.
We apologize for what just happened.
About it.
Yeah, we'll have to look over Sean's shoulder.
I don't think it's gonna happen. So April, I have a question.
Yes.
When you're on a long journey, like we are today, 1,200 miles, on a long journey, what are some of the things that you do to kind of pass the time? To pass the time. I mean, what do people do? Like we're talking about LETME the journey, and when you're out journeying, what are some of the things, when you're with a friend or by yourself, that you do to pass the time and to suggest for people who may decide to take a trip based on our amazing show.
Well, you and I have a couple of traditions when it comes to road trips, and we've made a few road trips in our history together. We always make sure that we have our requisite snacks. I'm gonna make a plug here for Twizzlers. To be honest with you, Sean's a good and plenty,
So nasty.
and I will steal from him some good and plenty along the way. So definitely got our snacks. We got our water because you never quite know, when you're when the next rest stop's gonna be, or when you're gonna run out of water. So always be safe. But to go to how do you keep yourself entertained? Well, I have to be honest with you. Usually for us it's music, but this whole trip, I mean, we've only been on the road for like 2.5 tendency to talk, and we will talk about anything and nothing planned. It's all very impromptu. So, Sean,
Yes.
can you think of, here's the test, guys. Can you think of one topic that we've talked about?
Well, yes, we talked about music and art and performance that touches people, that touches us. April's a very big musical person. She loves music. I am a people person that isn't a people person. But I love watching people. I get inspired by people and things. So we're talking about music and songs that touch us and songs that reach us. There's a truck coming very slowly to us, or rapidly. So that was one of the conversations we talked about. And we also talked about a guy who was driving very aggressively and rudely on the road, which brings me to something I learned a long time ago. Don't be in a rush. Somebody's slowing you down. They're in your way. They're stopping you from going. There's a bullseye on the Pepsi machine. That stops you from going. Think about it as they're keeping you from danger, right? Because you never know what you're missing. Yeah. Okay, April's arms getting tired.
Yeah, my arms get really tired. So that's a great lesson, though. Absolutely, there's really no need. Didn't get them very far, and yeah, they may be keeping you from something up ahead that you really wish you could avoid.
That's it.
So before we go, I'm just gonna turn this so you guys can see. We'll send some pictures too.
That's Marge you just saw.
Yeah, no, this is somebody in a car next to us.
All right, so we are several hundred miles into this trip,
Yep.
or maybe like 30. I don't know. We'll talk to you again.
All right, guys.
Peace.
All right, so guys, we have a challenge for you. Take a look at the space behind us. Where are we? Believe it or not, we're still in Washington State.
The Evergreen State.
Yes, we're in the Evergreen State, the home of the Emerald City.
Emerald City.
I don't know about you, but I don't see a lot of green and I don't see a lot of emerald. But what I do see is this vast beauty that some would probably not even believe that this is Washington State. We have apple country, cherry country, wine country, wheat fields, and Pacific Northwest usually doesn't seem like that should be the case, that we should have wheat fields and grass fields like this.
Yeah, we can be in Vegas or parts of Northern California right now, which just goes to show how much the world is very similar. Like I said, this is Washington State.
Yeah.
And all you do is come over the mountain
Yep.
to eastern Washington, and it is not that evergreen.
Yeah. This actually kind of reminds me of just the whole idea of making assumptions about where we live. We're like, oh yeah, that's kind of like where I live. It's kind of what it is. It's like getting outside the box. And the same, I think, analogy could be made for the way that we think. Is we can make assumptions that the world is just the way our little space believes and thinks and looks, and you got to expose yourself to different things because you find new ideas, you find new places, new people, new spaces, new beauty.
Yeah, and you learn about that the world is, there's so much out that's similar, and it opens your brain, it opens your mind, and it opens your heart.
Yeah.
You know, when you get out and you explore and you see the world, it opens.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the desert, ish. I guess the wheat fields.
The fields of Washington.
And it is hot.
It is very hot.
And it's hot.
So let's go get some shade and
let's
some
get some shades. We got like 12 more hours of driving to do. All right. Peace. Say peace. Say bye.
Peace. Bye.
Oh, she didn't want to say bye. One of the first stops we make, just stretch your legs a little bit. This is the Yakima Valley, where the sign said that wild horses used to roam. It's just vast. It's about 89 degrees right now here, and this is the view from atop one of the rest stops I'm showing you. To here is a truck going by. Just a gorgeous view.
Sean has no idea that I've turned the video on. Sean, did you know I turned the video on?
No, I did not. I was not aware that that was happening.
Well, Sean informed me that we are now in Oregon, have not taken very many pictures, so we were just taking landscape pictures. Because one of the things we noticed is that the topography, yes.
That's my word for the day.
Somebody Google it. Topography looks
sure it's right.
very different. So if we kind of like look over Sean's shoulder, you'll notice things have gotten a little more green than they were.
Past the swollenness.
Yeah, if you can not stare at his shoulders. Shoop, shoop, shoop. All right. Well, we wanted to say hi from Oregon.
Somewhere in Oregon.
Somewhere in Oregon. Yeah, outside of Pendleton. Yeah, that in La Grande area. It's actually very pretty.
Sunset will be beautiful.
Yes, and we're actually driving past a lot of farmlands, which is absolutely amazing.
We should do a video of that.
The farmlands?
Yeah, like just a video.
Yeah, why don't I do that for you?
Can you flip it?
Well, probably not. So
Okay.
I will go ahead and do that separately.
That'd be a good one.
All right. Well, bye for now.
Bye for now.
Good morning, Sean.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing really well, knowing that we are in Nevada.
We have made it to Nevada.
Yeah.
It's been a long journey.
Yes. Officially, we're in McGill, Nevada. And right behind us, which you can't really tell because there's mountains to the side of us, is the sunrise. The sun is about to come up. Even though it seems bright.
It is. And the moon is setting.
Yeah.
We have both sides right now.
I know, it's pretty cool.
Sunrise, moonset.
Yeah.
It's a really good adventure. One of the things we learn when we're driving, I've been driving, when it gets dark, you get tired, be smart enough to stop. So we stopped for an hour, slept-ish.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah.
We're back on the road without coffee.
I know, that's something we will have to rectify in just a little bit. But we wanted to say good morning.
Let's say good morning.
And show you guys kind of where we are right now as the desert goes by. It's quite lovely. Lovely. I don't know if you guys can see the color in the sky, but it is pretty amazing.
Well, we'll probably have pictures showing some of it.
Will we?
Probably.
I'm very excited.
I'm not supposed to say that though.
But
I think
that's
we will.
okay. I have a feeling both of us have taken a few pictures.
A little bit.
All right. So let's continue this journey.
Continue this journey onward. 250 more miles to go.
Okay. Until we come back.
Until it naps out.
That will definitely come. That will definitely come.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Enough of that. Bye, y'all.
Bye for now.
One of the things we always say is when you're out, you should try to catch the sunrise. People want to sleep in, but And there's something about getting up in the morning at least once and just catching the sunrise. This is the sunrise over Nevada from a gas station, which you can hear in the back.
Hey guys, April here. A much different venue than you're used to. I'm actually standing not too far from the Las Vegas Strip. Yeah, I'm all by myself. Sean's bebopping around LA, I imagine. I can only imagine what kind of adventures he's getting into. Actually, I'm at an unusual place. The name of it is Dino's. And some of you may be familiar with things like the Stratosphere and Caesar's Palace and Circus here in Las Vegas. But actually, every time I come back here, which by the way is my hometown, my sister and I, come to Dino's. The reason being, it's our locals club. It actually is where the locals go to just decompress, hang out, do karaoke, maybe have a beer, chit chat with friends, just really just relax and unwind. And it's become a tradition. And when we talk about LETME, we talk about doing things that are kind of unique and behind the scenes of the town that we are in. But in fact, ask any local and they probably know where Dino's is. So is Dino's a hidden gem? Well, maybe not, but for me, it definitely is. It's a hidden gem away from all the hustle and bustle of Las Vegas, but it's right in the heart of the town. You can hear helicopters going overhead. This town is filled with energy. And if you want to go and be around at the local crowd, enjoy some music, talk to new people, find out their adventures in town, you want to stop at Dino's. By the way, have a drink to my sister. This actually used to be one of her favorite places. I have two sisters, one of them I lost a few years ago, and this was one of the places she used to come and decompress with her friends. So her energy fills this place. Like I said, Vegas is filled with energy. It's filled with places like this that only the locals really know about. Once in a while a tourist will pop in the door and they're amazed at how much fun it's in here. And then the town is always popping up with new things like Area 15 and among others. And you may actually see me in some other new places. So stay tuned. I'll see you soon. I'm gonna get inside. Hey guys, it's April here. I'm in Las Vegas. I'm actually walking the strip with my sister. We're going to explore. And before I get to our final destination, I want to point out this place right behind me. Some of you may recognize it. It's actually Circus Hotel and Casino. And while that's not really a hidden gem here in Las Vegas, it's been here for a very, very long time. But it's actually the place where I cut my teeth here on the strip. It was the place where I had my first job as a teenager. I was actually carny up on the mezzanine. So just want to give a shout out to Circus. But the new gem that we're actually going to, we're about to head down there. My sister's waiting for me around my shoulder. So I'm going to turn over and you can actually see this beautiful red building behind us. I'll share with you what that is in just a moment. But until then, let me live every tiny moment exceptionally. Get out and explore. Hey guys, it's April. I'm standing in the middle of the Las Vegas Strip, actually at our final destination. My sister and I are walking around the strip and she wanted to take me to some place that's now the newest gem in Las Vegas. So if you look over my shoulder, you actually see Circus Hotel and Casino, and you might be thinking, hey, wait a minute. Everybody knows Circus. When you think of Las Vegas, it's one of the places that we take our kids or we go as adults to go and have fun, right? Go out and party. But in fact, Circus is a place very special in my heart because it's where I cut my teeth on the Las Vegas Strip. It was a place where I had my first job here in Vegas. As a teenager, I was actually a carny up on the mezzanine in Circus. But what's interesting is Circus is actually neighbors with the newest gem in Vegas. If you can see right behind me, I'm going to tilt up. So look over my shoulders, folks. It's an amazing creation. It's actually called Resort World. That thing has been a long time in the making and a lot of big bucks going on, and it's creating a lot of energy here in Vegas. So what's the point? You want to go to a high profile hotel? What I'm saying to you is wherever you go to the places that are near and dear to your heart. Go explore them and live every tiny moment there and relive some of those old moments too. Make some new ones. And also go check out some of the new places. Support those businesses, whether they're big or small, wherever you are. And just enjoy the moment. Don't stay home if you don't have to. Once in a while, get out and explore. All right, guys, well, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go out and explore with my sister, and she's waiting for me. So you guys have fun. Enjoy the day. Bye. Hey guys, April here. You might be wondering why I'm standing in front of this random high school here, but to me it's not a random high school. It's actually Chaparral High School in Las Vegas, Nevada, where I went to school. Yep, home of the Cowboys. Absolutely. Man, one of the things I realize as I walk around this campus and look at some of the places that I've been and some of the places that I've never seen before and features that I've never seen in this building is it just reminds me of how places have significance in the landscape of our lives. They make us, they're part of who we are, and they don't always stay the same. It kind of reminds me of friendships and relationships and places, and reminds me that, you know what, you don't hold on to the past. You appreciate it, you remember it, you learn from it, you value it. It is part of you. And so when I look at this place, man, I laugh. I want to cry sometimes. Some of the things that went on behind these walls, it's pretty amazing. This was an amazing place. It looked a little bit different. The cage you see out here was not here when I was there. It just tells us it's a sign of the times, way that things change. But I can still look at this building and say, you know what, this is part of who I am and who I became. And I'm very proud. And while I may be a Raiders fan, I will always be a Chaparral Cowboys fan. So here we go. Go Chap, go Cowboys. You got this. All right, be proud of who you are, where you came from, what made you the person you are. Go Cowboys. Hey guys, it's April again. You might be wondering, hey, where are you now? In front of another school? Sure does look like it. In fact, the name of the school is right above me. It's Roberta Curry Cartwright Elementary School. Oh, so April's at her elementary school, huh? In Vegas, in Las Vegas? No, in fact, I've never been to this building before. This is my very first time. But the building, nonetheless, is extremely significant. Well, the name on the building is extremely significant. Who's Roberta Curry Cartwright? Well, when I was in high school, she was my 10th grade composition teacher. And no, I'm not going to talk to you about writing. I'm going to talk to you about people who make moments exceptional. As many of us experience in high school, we often run into some troublesome times. Not that I got into trouble, but we ran into some rough patches. And the woman for whom this elementary school is now named, and it was named for her post her death, she was the one that held me up. She believed in me, but never spoke a word about what she knew, some of the troubles that were going on in my little world. And they might seem like minor troubles to other people, but as we all know, that happens, that it's all relative. And so what might seem small to others is huge to us. And this woman paid attention to other people. And she loved other people and was compassionate and didn't just send thoughts and prayers. She actually reached out and said, here, let me hold your hand for a bit. And that's what this woman stands for me. And so now that I'm back in Vegas and visiting some of the places that I come to quite regularly, and checking out some of the new places, some of the spectacular extraordinarily lit places, I come to this brick building. Again, not because it's exceptional to anyone in particular, and people that get off the plane at McCarran Airport in Las Vegas don't necessarily stop by this building. But I knew I wanted to come here because much like Chaparral and some of the other places like Dino's, and some of the places you see on video with me and some that don't make these videos or pictures, this particular place, that name, is one of the building blocks of who I am. So what's the point? What does that have to do with LETME? Well, if we live every tiny moment exceptionally, yes, we go out and we find new adventures and new experiences, but we also look back and look inward and see and appreciate and acknowledge and recognize and reflect on those moments, those places, and yes, Miss Cartwright, those people who teach you that the moments are worth it and that you can make them exceptional. Even when, at any given moment, they may not seem that way. So, thanks again, Miss Cartwright. You're amazing. So guys, I just wanted to share that with you. So, I'm gonna get off out of this 106-degree heat, go get some water, and live the next moment exceptionally.
Hey guys, welcome to the end of part 1 of our 4-part series, LETME the Journey, Road to the Redwoods. The next episode we got to see our intro and April's adventure through Las Vegas. Join us for part 2 where I guess you'll see when you check in. All right, see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the show. Live every tiny moment exceptionally. Peace.